Assalamu alaikum. So if the girl want to get married age of 17, so this our government can stop them because since in our country the age is 18 and above.
Well, as a question that if a girl of the age of 17 wants to get married, according to the Indian government, the rule is 18 years. Below 18, it's prohibited. So can they stop? Yes, they can stop. They can stop. But every country has a different age of permissibility of marriage. Before we come to that, I'll do the Islamic thing. Islamic, if a person, if a lady reaches the age of puberty, she can marry. At the age of 12 or 13 or 14, 15, fine. But not fard. So there may be certain things in the deen of Islam which are permitted, mubah, optional, which the government may prohibit. But there's no rule which I know which is fard in Islam and which the government has prohibited. For example, offering salah is fard, government hasn't prohibited. Doing dawah is fard, government hasn't prohibited. Neither is there anything haram in the Islamic Sharia which the government has made it fard. Like drinking alcohol is haram, government doesn't say it's fard. Having pork is haram, government doesn't say fard. Taking riba is haram, government doesn't say fard. So a person can be a very good Muslim and can be a very good Indian. There may be certain things which are optional, which the government may prohibit. One of them is marrying below the age of 18. Now, we can give an argument that why has government put the age limit of 18 only? For the girl it is 18, for the boy I think it's 21. Girl 18, but why? In America the age limit is 16. Why? Do you think that the Indian girls are inferior to the American girls? In some other country it is 19, Indonesia. So what happened? It keeps on differing. We as a citizen of India, we can take an agitation. Why have you kept 18? Let's have a debate. We can do that. We as citizens of India have a right to object to anything what we feel is wrong. So we can maybe file a case in the Supreme Court if you want to. I'm not interested, but if you can do that. That why have you kept 18 years? You can. You have a full right. You can go into the High Court, Lower Court, High Court, Supreme Court, and then you can give your reasons why. So they have kept age of 18 for the girl and age of 21. Above this you can marry. Below this it is wrong. And even if you forcefully marry and do sex, is counted as rape according to the Indian government. Means at the age of 17. If age of 17, even if the girl gives permission for sex, whether with marriage or without marriage, it is counted as rape. That is the Indian government. Fine, we have to study this in medical also, forensic and all. So below the permissible age, below 18 years, if 18 and above, if she gives permission, it's not rape. If she doesn't give permission, it is rape. Marriage or not marriage is secondary. There's the second rule that a new thing has come out, that in marriage, can the husband rape a wife or not? There's a big issue going on now. That's the second issue which we won't discuss now. Now what we have to realize that in America, normal American rule is that below the age of 16, if you marry, it's not allowed. That's a different thing that many of the women become mothers at the age of 12, that's allowed. Becoming mother at the age of 12 is allowed, but marrying at the age of 12 is not allowed. That is the American rule. Fine. Now in UK, the latest statistics say that in 1980, it was some 20% who become mothers without marriage. Now it is 42%. By 2012, more than 50% of the women will become mothers without marriage. More than 50% in the next 6 years. In 2012, more than 50% of the women who are getting pregnant will be unmarried. No problem. That's allowed. But marriage is not allowed. You understand? No? So there are different rules in different countries. So in America, the rule is you cannot marry below the age of 16. But I was shocked just a couple of years back. Someone told me that the group of Texas, in Texas, it's a community practice that they marry early. So except for Texas, in Texas, below 14 is prohibited. I didn't know that. Someone told me after I check it up. But what he told me, that in America, the rule of the American government is below the age of 16, marrying a girl is prohibited. It is illegal. But in Texas, there's an exception to the country. In Texas, 14 is the woman's age. Below 14 is illegal. Why? Maybe the Texas people took a more, I don't know. Maybe they filed a case that, see, we are in community living for thousands of years. Here we marry early. Why we kept 16? So maybe compromise came for 14. So tomorrow maybe Indian government may give us permission, or Muslims, they may lower the age. I'm just telling you. See, we have to work within the frame of the country. We should not do anything which is illegal. See, anything first is Allah's law. We have to follow what is Allah and the Rasul said. We can't go against that. But it is not fard for a Muslim to marry below 18, but it is mustahab. Our Prophet said, marry as soon as possible. Mustafa. So what we can do, we can take, someone can go and take a case in the Indian government and tell them, in America when they gave a rule for whole of America 16 years, for Texas 14. So they can have for India, the Muslim personal law can marry. It can be very much possible. We should go to the Muslim personal law board and give them a suggestion that why are you taking this? Let's take a case and maybe it will be possible. Maybe you will be a good person to initiate and you'll get support for that. So you can go and bring this issue and legal within the framework of the government. We should not go against, we should not do anything which is illegal. Fine? It's not illegal, we have a right. We have a Muslim personal law. So when the Indian government has given us permission, in India, other people marry one wife, Muslim can marry up to 4. Inheritance special. So this will come in Muslim personal law also. Today it's not there. But you can go ahead and tell that a beloved Prophet said. It's mentioned in Sahih Bukhari, volume number 7, book of Nikah, chapter number 4, hadith number 3. Oh young people, whoever has the means to get married should get married. So Prophet encouraged marriage at early age. If you put the case forward and say in America when they are, if not 14, 16, they'll agree here. So at least Muslims are like, at least in marriage, Americans, it's a Texan, 14 years. So we have to put the case forward. This is a democratic country, fine. So we should follow the rules and regulation, go ahead and put the case. Inshallah, we never know. It may get fruits in 2 months' time or 2 years' time or 20 years, Allah Alam, but should put the case forward. That's a good suggestion. Hope that answers the question.